talk about distracted driving. There's one thing that's really kind of ticked me off the other day, and I was just like, man, this is ridiculous. So we were driving, and this guy was not driving too great. Like, he wasn't keeping his truck in his lane. Like the trailer was coming over. He was driving all over the place. Then we had to pass him because he kept on slowing down. Then he would speed up, slow down. So, get up beside him. I was like, I'm going to look in his truck, see what he's doing. This guy is driving his truck, and he has his phone up here like this. And he's clicking on stuff like that. That right there is going to kill somebody. Like, I don't know why here lately it has been getting to the point where like everybody thinks that they could be on a cell phone and drive down the road. Yeah, we got all this new technology and stuff, but do we really need to be on our cell phone driving down the road? Like, everyone's life is in your hands. You got an 80,000-pound vehicle going down the road, and you're comfortable enough to be on the cell phone not caring about anyone around you? And for the longest time, I've been like, you know what? It's messed up that you hear about these officers that are on the overpasses looking down into the trucks as they pass by and catching people on their phones and giving them a cell phone ticket. A distracted driving ticket for being on an electronic device. But the more I'm thinking about it, like, I'm kind of looking at it like, yeah, go ahead and get those people on the cell phone. We don't need them out there. Now, there's also in Illinois, I believe it was, they have cameras at the weight stations. When you go into the weight stations, they have those cameras that they can see right into this truck, so they know if you're on a cell phone or not. And I hope they get you guys. Like, you guys that are out there wilding out on your cell phones, not paying attention to the road because you're too busy watching movies or texting on it or whatever the case may be, and your eyes are not on that road and checking these mirrors, you deserve what you get. Now, whenever you get one of those tickets, they also fine the company that you're working for. So, like, it's a big fine, not only to you, but also the company that you're working for. And I kind of agree with that. If that company has a driver out there that's not being safe, they get that fine, they're going to probably get rid of you. They're going to terminate you, is my guess, because you're costing them money. At the end of the day, they're a business. They're trying to make good money. They're not trying to pay out these bills for that, is what I believe. Now, I could be wrong and they could not care. I don't know. But at the end of the day, man, like, my family's out there on those roads. Your guys' families are out there on that road. You don't want that person on that cell phone driving this truck. He's going to kill somebody. What if it was your family member? Or what if it was you? Think about it. There's a lot of distractions out there, though. Like, for example, there's some things that you don't even think would be a distraction, but it is. We'll talk about road rage. So, you ever been mad at somebody, like they were tailgating you, or they honked at you, so you're mad too, you honk back at them? Well, you're getting distracted by that vehicle because you were so focused on that vehicle that honked at you or that you're mad at, so you're just focused on them. You're not back to checking your mirrors, making good sound judgments, because you're angry, you're hyped up. If you're sad or depressed, or you get into it with a family member on the phone or whatever, then that's going to cause you issues too, because you're out here daydreaming. You're thinking about other stuff instead of focusing on the task at hand. Whenever you're driving a truck and you want to be a professional driver, you need a professional. If he has a situation comes up, he deals with it, he keeps calm, deals with it, and goes on. And that's what we need out here in these trucks, is somebody that can keep calm. Now, I worked at the state of Texas as a correctional officer, and one of the things that was kind of hard to do is turn off whatever you got going on, come in there with a like pretty much fresh face, we'll say, And then when you leave, no matter how good or bad your day is, to turn that off so you're not taking that home to your family. And that's quite a challenge. But, you know, whenever it became like the offender population, the guys that would manipulate the system and stuff like that, they were looking for the guy that looked like he was having a bad day. They were all like, okay, this guy is not having a good day. He might have some money troubles. We might be able to talk him into bringing us some stuff in, you know, help him financially, stuff like that. You know, they were looking at a whole bunch of different things to manipulate you. The professional guy came in there, and he, no matter what he had going on out there in the real world, we called it the real world. Out here, this is the real world. Whatever was happening in the real world or the free world, like, you had to just let that go whenever you started your day. And then whenever you left, you had to put on another face as you leave and just try to separate that and leave the bad day at work and come home to your family and be all happy and stuff, or, you know, in a good mood. And it's hard to do. It is hard to do. So, you know, whenever me and my wife, we would get into arguments on the phone, I would just hang up, because I would be like, you know what, I don't need this stress. Like, this is not keeping my mind clear to do my job right here, right now. Like, so I would just, we start getting into argument or whatever, I just hang up. I wouldn't talk for the rest of the day, pretty much. Sometimes I wouldn't talk to her till the next day, and that's because I got too much stuff I need to focus on. Appointment times, traffic, sleep schedules are all messed up. Like, I didn't have enough time to deal with, like, hey, the kids were bad at school today, I'm stressed out. Like, and the feeling of helplessness that you have out here, like, you're not at home, you can't help your family out. Like, whatever's going on at home, you can't make it any better, you can't make it any, well, you could make it worse. You could really tick off your wife, which I've probably done that a couple times, more than a couple times. If she's watching this, she'll tell you in the comments that I probably ticked her off a whole bunch. But at the end of the day, what it was is that I needed a clear mind to do my job. Like, I didn't need all that extra stress and, you know, just thinking, not having my mind in the game. Also, like, being super happy, like, maybe you're jamming out to, like, a great song, and you're just in a good mood. Like, you're thinking about all these great times and stuff. You know, that could affect your driving. Anything like that can be a distraction. We got too much stuff distracting us nowadays. Talking on the phone is considered a distraction. I kind of really don't agree that that's a big distraction, because I think that they kind of keep you awake on the phone, like using your headset, your one touch device. Let me grab it. So your one button device, you can turn this on, put your headset on. You know, No Hippie loves wearing his headset. He wears it everywhere. Ask him. If you ever catch him in a truck stop wearing the headset, go talk to him about wearing the headset. But it's one button. You click it to answer the phone. Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You're still checking your mirrors as you're talking. You're driving safe. Like, I don't think it's that big of a distraction unless you're letting it get you hyped up, like angry, sad, you know, whatever the case may be. I really don't think it's too big of a deal, because I'd rather the guy be checking his mirrors and on the phone than ever like this. And what I'm seeing nowadays is about 90%. I'd say about 90% of the trucks I pass, or me and my students pass, or they pass us, about 90% are on their cell phones, texting and driving, searching stuff on the internet, whatever the case may be. They're on their phones and they're distracted. Also, the radio, listening to music, like I said earlier, jamming out, that can be a distraction too. Like, take it like this, man, whenever I'm driving fast in my car, like, say I'm on a trip and I was like trying to hurry, man, I'll be listening to some rock music. I'll be pumped up, like getting it, you know, I'm getting there, freaking. So, like, I drive faster listening to the rock music and stuff. I found out that in my personal vehicle, I kind of use the cruise control wherever I go, because I got a lead foot, especially whenever I'm jamming out, you know. Hey, one of my favorite songs is by for truck driving is Ludacris, where he says, "Move, get out the way." You know, I'm stuck in traffic. That's one of the songs I like to be on, but you know, it's not gonna move. But for some reason, it's like everyone around me can hear that song, and they're all like, "Hey, y'all get out the way. This dude needs to go." Maybe it's mental. I don't know. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Knowledge is power. Put the cell phones down and drive the truck. Drive the truck. Make sure you wear the seatbelt too. I'm not driving right now, but when I do drive, I do it responsibly with the seatbelt on. Funny fact, they're orange like that because going through a weigh station, there was a lot of violations for people not wearing seatbelts because they were gray, and people wear dark clothes. Like, I'm wearing a gray shirt today. You wear dark clothes, can't see the seatbelt as good. That's why they're high vis, is to protect yourself. Knowledge is power. Just a fun fact right there. Subscribe.